Greetings and salutations. So we're back to talking about more things from the 90s. In this case, we're looking at how, in a way, the X-Files, kind of in a way, ruled over the 90s. So, let's talk about the X-Files. The X-Files ruled the 90s, whether from the show's long run time, its huge fan base, and its influence in other shows at the time. Well, let's give some backstory for this. Well, the show started September 10th, 1993, and ran for over 11 seasons, and would eventually end on May 19th, 2002. The show would also have a revival that would go from January 24th, 2016, but it wouldn't last long and would end on March 21st, 2018. And would have two spin-off films, X-Files Fight for the Future, (1998) and X-Files I Want to Believe in 2008. However, what was this show about? Well, the show centered around two Federal Bureau of Investigation agents, meaning the FBI agents, Agents Fox Mulder, David Duchovny, and Dana Scully, Gillian Anderson, who investigate the eponymous X-Files, which were marginalized, unsolved cases involving paranormal phenomenon. Mulder, the skilled criminal profiler and conspiracy theorist, while Scully, who was the skeptic doctor who analyzed the crime scenes that they would investigate. The show got inspiration from The Twilight Zone, and the agents portion came from The Silence of the Lambs. Chris Carter, who was the executive, basically the creator of the show, had made sure that the relationship between the two agents was platonic.
Where are you going?
We're gonna check out another member of the squad, see if he can tell us something about Cole.
Sounds like your new partner's working out.
Yeah, he's all right. He could use a little more seasoning and some wardrobe advice, but he's a lot more open to extreme possibilities
Than I was?
than I assumed he would be.
Chris Carter had tried to get this show started in the early 1990s as a show for Fox, after being tired of comedies he had made for the Walt Disney Studios. The show was also the first show to get the rated MA rating for TV at the time.
Remember the house your parents warned you to stay away from? This Friday.
Oh my God.
You'll understand why.
This is our home, and this is the way it's gonna stay.
A brand new X-Files. Friday.
The show would blend a cop investigation show with, at times, alien invasion and the always fun Monster of the Week. The show would have a ton of monsters that would appear in the show that would even give nightmares even today, ranging from the Fluckman, who appeared in the episode The Host. The show would also have ideas that were also based on real world ideas, like cloning, with the Grady Girls, played by Erica and Sabrina Crevens, who were the result of a sinister fertility clinic trying to perform cloning.
Those are the diet?
I think these are.
Are you sure? It's really sweet. Try it.
I know it's diet. I saw her pour it.
Okay.
You know, like we do nowadays with sheep and all that. Well, like most shows, even today, the show was hugely popular. Whether from fans writing fan fictions, like sometimes involving Mulder / Scully. And, however, the show's influence would appear in other shows, like Mulder and Scully appearing in The Simpsons.
Look at this, Scully. There's been another unsubstantiated UFO sighting in the heartland of America. We've got to get there right away.
Well, gee, Mulder, there's also this report of a shipment of drugs and illegal weapons coming into New Jersey tonight.
I hardly think the FBI is concerned with matters like that.
Honestly, I gotta say that episode's pretty funny. However, I'll bet you didn't know that, like most properties in the 90s, it had its own video game. Especially for the PS1, which, you know, peaked, which was extremely popular in the 90s. This game was a point-and-click adventure. It has that early live-action point-and-click video games, you know. If you play them, you know what I mean.
The X-Files on the PlayStation game console. Starring David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson, this thrilling live-action adventure game features an original story by X-Files creator Chris Carter.
Prove it.
Search for evidence.
I need for you to help me.
Sift through clues.
I'll take a sample to the Side Crime Lab in D.C. and have it analyzed.
That film. And I'm gonna be honest, this is from a person who I've had Mr. King tell me many times, get on to watching X-Files, poking and all that kind of thing. And mostly, but I just haven't had the opportunity to. But at the same time, I kind of want to now, mostly because of having to do research for this. But mostly because I kind of want to watch episodes of this show. I mean, it's on Hulu, so if you ever want to go back and watch the show, you can. And honestly, I gotta say, I think it's still pretty awesome. I mean, from what I've seen, honestly, The X-Files is awesome.